happy moth-deterring. You know, like, moth killer, that's me. So I've received this absolutely beautiful box of goodies this morning. So these are all gifted things, but these are also products that I use weekly, you know, like all the time, not only in my own home, but also for when I'm working with clients. So this is my favorite jumper bags. I use these for my cashmere and any sort of jumpers that I have that I value and that are precious to me. Julia, who is Total Wardrobe Care, obviously she has a fantastic team behind her, but Julia's kind of put together the products, and what they are is just perfectly sized. You know, she's really considered everything. So when you fold a garment, she knows exactly the proportions of everything because she has an alterations arm to the business and she's been in that industry for a long time. If you ever get the opportunity to talk to her, she's got some fantastic stories. They've actually done alterations for London Fashion Week, many of the big designers. So super exciting. And that is how she understands. It's like she has a range of hangers as well. And again, the proportions are absolutely perfect. And that's really important when you are hanging and storing garments that you value. Now, I don't have anything too designery. I've got a couple of kind of nice bits, but I don't have lots of kind of designer stuff. But it doesn't mean to say that I value them any less. I still love them and I still want to look after them because I have my garments and my clothes for a long time. Some of my things I've had sort of like 20 and 30 years. So what I love about these bags is the view panel. So this garment bag is actually box fresh. This has just come out of the packaging. So you just need to kind of push that open a little bit. As you can see, it has beautiful view panels in it. And also it has this really super helpful little card, which is just a postcard size, and you can actually pop in there what you've got in there. So if you're putting multiples of things and you can't quite see what's in there, so you can put in that it is for spring, autumn, or if it is a winter jumper, you can keep your winter jumpers stored separately. And you can also put the name and the date. So for instance, if you are storing multiples inside of a big storage box, for instance, and it's various members of your family, you can clearly put their name on there, which is really good. Now, what I like to do as well, so I've got one of these and I order these every year, every season. They're super good. And I put these with my wool coat. I have a Chloe wool coat. I'm just wafting that, even though it's sealed, I can just catch a little waft of this Mei Chang. So Mei Chang is like the Total Wardrobe Care signature fragrance. They do other fragrances, but this is the one that I particularly love. So this has got cedarwood, lemongrass, Mei Chang, fir, rosemary, thyme, and clove bud. And throughout history, these fragrances and essential oils are what repels moths and things that you don't want living inside your stuff, basically. Okay, and they're also vegan, cruelty-free. They do not contain any palm oil. They're paraben-free, biodegradable, and they are also home compostable. So you know that when you're putting this into your wardrobe or you're going to be storing it next to anything that goes next to your skin, that it is really pure and safe for you to use. I'm just using my lovely jumper that's just arrived today. I bought this brand new with the tags for £5, but just for the purpose of showing you how I will be storing these. So folding a jumper, there's no real great art to it. Not really. I know people do all these fancy folding videos, but it is quite simple. So you just get your jumper like that. You can do it on your lap. Just fold your arms back like that and like that. And you will find that this beautiful bag is actually made exactly the right size for a folded jumper or garment. And that's what I love about the thoughtfulness of actually the design in these. And they fit perfectly into my wardrobe. So my wardrobe, I've had custom built, and actually they exactly take these bags, the size of them. I'm going to pop up there in a minute and just show you how this will fit in. So there you go. That is a garment bag with a garment in. I'm going to show you my ones upstairs. You can view that perfectly well in there. They're absolutely gorgeous. I have all of my cashmere. Not that I have masses, but I have 2 bags of actual cashmere, and I love them so much. I just ordered some more, and I've put all of my jumpers into them just because I like the fact that everything's stored away. I haven't got that kind of anxiety. Is my stuff going to get, you know, kind of munched by the moths? So this is ideal for your cashmere and for your wool. It's made from breathable fabric. It also has the view panel. It fits a folded jumper absolutely perfectly, completely breathable, and you can see in the side because you have the view panel. The more you use these, the squishier and the softer they become, and these are going to protect all of your garments from dust and damage and from pests. The other gorgeous thing that I've been sent to try, now I haven't actually used this. This is a drawer sachet. I don't have any drawers at my house. I've had all of my storage now on the walls. You'll see when I go upstairs, you'll be able to see that. But I am still going to use that. I use some boxes inside of my storage walls, and those are the curver boxes, which I absolutely love. Again, really good size. They're very, very in tune with the products that Total Wardrobe Care do. So that's where I'm going to be using that, and I'll just be slipping that inside. The hanging and the drawer sachets, these are a beautiful blend of natural ingredients. They're going to keep your wardrobes and drawers fresh, and they're going to deter those pesky moths. Pesky moths are not having my clothing as the buffet. It's not going to happen. So if you use these like I've been doing for a number of years now, really happy hand on heart to say that I recommend them. The fragrance alone is just worth it. When you open up your wardrobe, you'll know exactly what I mean. The laundry liquid. I have been coveting this for ages, and so I'm really glad that I've actually been sent some to try. I think I actually did try it last year when it was launched. There was a lovely little launch that I couldn't go to, and luckily I was given some. Oh my God, it's so nice. I could literally just sit and smell that all day long. It's so beautiful. So before I tuck away to bed some of my cashmere, I'm going to be giving it a lovely little wash in this beautiful laundry liquid. I'm not going to do that today. I think I'm going to save that for another post. And the best part is it deters moths. Pretty much, I know there's a season for moths, but I've got to tell you that it feels like they're hanging around all the time. I really worry about people's clothing, especially when I work with clients who have some incredible designer pieces. I'm always banging on about getting in good deterrent and looking after items, especially when people sort of stand there and go, oh, I love this, I love this, I wore this for this, I wore this for that. And, you know, they've had items for a number of years. Sometimes people have inherited beautiful pieces from family members. So it really is worth looking after things that you've invested in. But I'm going to take you upstairs now so you can see my storage wall. It looks like a big giant mirror, but inside of it, it's got this. And as you can see, I have a cupboard full of the Total Wardrobe Care bags. So these are the older ones, the older version, and they have a slightly different setup here, and the logo's changed a little, but they're still the same fantastic bags. I just love them, love them, love them. This is the newest one that I've just been sent, the one that I just packaged up downstairs. So I'm going to pop that in up here. If I had my way, I'd remove the boxes now and I would have these all the way along. And that is my goal, is to get all of my knitwear in that kind of a setup. I absolutely love them. You can see that you can actually get quite a lot in them. You know, this one's got 4 jumpers. I absolutely love it. So the size is just perfect, and you can see how lovely and pliable it becomes. So this is one of my absolute precious jumpers. And the reason that this is so precious is I actually knitted it. So there you go. I'm very proud of this. So I really want to look after it. So I'm going to be putting my sachet into here. Oh, that is just so divine. So I'm going to put it inside my jumper, fold my jumper up very carefully because it's so precious. Well, actually it's a cardigan, but you know, I'm going to tuck that in there, tuck it up in bed inside of my big giant cardi that I knitted. That one's safely all tucked away in there. I'm absolutely delighted that I now know that that is going to be protected for the rest of the season. So this is cedarwood blend. Oh, and the smell is quite different to the other one. Oh my God, that is just so nice. I might be switching actually to this now. It might be my new favourite. Anyway, this is where I'm going to be hanging this. This is my dresses and occasion wear. I mean, you may be interested to actually see what I have. Is that a lot? I always feel bad. So it's that tiny little wardrobe under that little tiny row of stairs. It's not even a full-size wardrobe. And that is my dresses and occasion wear. But also in here is my absolute favourite Chloe coat. So you can see that it's already got its old sachet on there. Remarkably, that still smells good. I will not be getting rid of that. I will put that in there. I'm also now going to add this one because this is my absolute favourite coat. I will look after it and I will do anything to keep it. You can hang it up here, should you so wish. I actually hang mine on my coat because I'm that paranoid about the moths getting to it. I really don't want the moths to get my coat in there. It's my absolute favourite Chloe coat. Those two are going to hang together and that's going to protect that. Because in my theory is if they're going to come in, they're going to come in this door crack, right? And I've got a couple of things in bags. Now that's one thing I would say to you is don't put everything into garment bags necessarily, especially if they're dark black, because moths like them. I know that Total Wardrobe Care has a range of white ones, which are beautiful and also less attractive to things that like to live in your stuff. And if you've got any questions, then pop me a question in the comments below. I've also got a discount code and I'm going to be sharing that with you.